Good morning, besties. Welcome to today's video. I hope you're all having a great day. And remember, if you're not having a great day, you can always turn it around. I just woke up. It is currently 7:30, I think, and I woke up feeling less tired today than I did last week when I woke up at 7. Also because me and Nyla had to film a podcast episode late last night. Now that we're having a new schedule, we're also having to find the time to figure out how the podcast is going to go as well, but we're making it work. And so last night I went to sleep like around 11, which for me, was pushing it. But to this morning, we're going to get ready to work out. And 1 second, my battery is dying. I'm back. And I'm changed into my workout clothes. Now I'm gonna get ready to work out. But before we get into working out, I wanted to talk about today's video, which is a day of healing. And this kind of goes hand in hand with something I've said before, with having days for yourself throughout the week, or little moments throughout the week where you just show up for yourself. You do a little bit of self-care, you just check in with yourself, you do those things that you love, just so that like you're not only doing those things when you finally need them, when you finally burn out, because then I feel like it hits us harder. But if you're just like taking care of yourself consistently and throughout the week, you'll start to have those bad days less and less. And I know it might not seem like that at first, but if you just keep going, like you will get there. And I know, and I speak from experience, because I'm telling you, like I was an anxious person. Like I used to think of worst case scenario all the time. I was anxious all the time, worrying about every little thing. But look at me now. I've learned that there's no reason to worry about something unless there's a reason to worry about it. I know that sounds easier said than done, because it is a mindset thing. Like I know it's so hard to talk about things like this because it's so different for everyone. Like something that worked for me might not work for everyone, but you have to remember I only ever speak from experience. And so one thing that really did help me was learning to look on the positive side of things. And again, it wasn't easy to do that. Like I didn't just flip a switch and all of a sudden I was thinking positively 24/7. It was something where I had to like keep working on. And so every time I had a negative thought, I'd work on like switching it to a positive thought. And I was like, yes, something bad might happen, but I don't know if something bad will happen. So unless I know for sure that it's gonna happen, then I don't need to be like getting super anxious about it and just making myself feel bad. And then most of the times, like things didn't turn out as bad as I made them to be in my head. And so it was just a waste of my own energy just feeling so anxious about something that ended up turning out good. And also like on the complete other side of that, like sometimes things don't work out in your favor, and what are you gonna do? It's out of your control. And I think that that's one thing that just really helps, is letting go of having to have control. That was another thing for me, because I'm the type of person that likes to know things. I like to know what's gonna happen. If I don't know, then that makes me anxious. But I have to learn to let go of that. Yes, I do still get scared of it, but I don't let it stop me anymore, and I don't let it overpower me. And maintaining a positive attitude, I think, is what really helps with that as well. And the biggest secret to that is being present. So being present in every single moment. And again, that goes back to the whole leaving work at work thing. Don't bring your work home, and allow yourself to just be present outside of work, because you deserve to live a life outside of work and not get stuck in that whole rat race, which we've talked about before as well. Something that has really helped me with the whole work-life balance is being present and allowing myself that space to also have little moments throughout the week where I am recovering. I am just like doing nothing for my mental health. Like I'm just taking it easy. I'm going with the flow. Basically, that's it. Go with the flow. Figure things out. Also, another thing that I think is very, very important, because, work can tend to take up a lot of our time. And so it's kind of hard not to think about work 24/7, or something that happened at work, or a mistake you made at work. I get it. This is something I would do a lot with my previous job. I would always bring work problems home. I would bring like the little things that annoyed me from work, or, a little snarky comment that happened, or a customer said something, I don't know, etc., etc. I would bring those home, and I would think about them, and I would think about them. And the only thing is that they kept me in this like anxious state. They kept me stressed. They kept me just feeling bad. And so something I started doing is visualizing every time I would clock out of work and leave the doors, I left all work problems there. And if I really needed to worry about them, I could worry about them when I clock back in the next day. But time after work, that's my time. And I'm not gonna let work follow me home. And again, you know, nothing's ever easy, but you have to work on it consistently, especially when it comes to like mental health. You know, it's not something physical, right? It's like so much easier in comparison to mental health. It's so much easier to keep up with things consistently if they're physical, like working out, reading, journaling, all of those things. But when it's just something that's like in our minds, we could so easily just like forget or not acknowledge it. And so just, I think, taking that time to acknowledge your feelings, taking that time to work through your feelings, taking that time to talk about your feelings, all of that's really going to help you be more healthier mentally. And so with this healing day, I just want to do the things that make me happy and just, you know, really give myself that space to heal. Because I think when we think of healing, we only think of healing from bad things. But honestly, like, why not give yourself the space to heal and check in with yourself, not only on the bad days, but also on the good days? First of all, yes, I'm re-wearing the hoodie that I had on previously. This is just the most comfortable hoodie I have. Anyways, I'm craving my replica McDonald's meal, so I'm gonna make that right now. I've shown it before, but you know, yes, I would love the real McDonald's thing, but I can make it here at home. You know, I could do bacon, but you know, bacon's gonna take a while to make, so we're just gonna do some turkey slices, and then we'll do cheese as well. Okay, for the hash brown, I have the potato patties, which is basically the same thing. So I'm gonna get one of these. I'm gonna pop this into the air fryer. We'll do that. And then for the coffee, I'm just gonna remake the Dalgona coffee because that hit last time. I haven't had it since then. So I'm gonna make myself some of that. Okay, for my bread, I'm going to be using whole grain English muffin bread. Is this English muffin? Yes, it is. Okay. I think I'm gonna put this in the mini oven and let it toast up a little bit because I was gonna put it in the toaster, but I want to put some butter on it. Ah, my eggs. I always say I'm gonna do one thing at a time, so I'm not like running all over the place, but I can't for some reason. Like, I have to do multiple things at once. Breakfast. It literally smells like McDonald's. Not even gonna lie. Good. Okay. Okay. Good. Honestly, not gonna lie, I think this hits better than McDonald's would have. Okay, well, I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast and watch some YouTube. Hold up. Why did I not know that 90s show is out? I love that 70s show. And they came out with the 90s show. If you didn't know, it has Red and Kitty, and then some of the others make a little guest star on it. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch this.
Oh, it is the helmet. Was that a car door?
Oh my god, Mama, even now.
Eric came back.
Hey, just be careful with the faucets in the house. The water comes out like scalding hot.
So yesterday, I didn't continue vlogging because I basically used the rest of the day to just literally do nothing, which is something I feel like I've been doing that on Saturdays. I'll just use the day to like enjoy, be present, spend time with my family, watch shows if I'm watching one, which yesterday I did actually start watching that 90s show, and I did finish it. They were only like 30 minutes long each. There's only 10 episodes, which is so annoying because I feel like we just barely got to know the new cast and then it was over with. Because the first couple of episodes were a little awkward, you know, because I feel like, at least I don't know any of those actors. I feel like they're a little bit newer, so the chemistry was a little awkward. But all of the older characters, I loved seeing them back. They're so natural on screen too, and so natural with their characters because they played them for so long. But, you know, the new cast, I feel like we just barely got to know them a little better, and I feel like the chemistry grew a bit towards the end, but then it was over with. So now we have to wait until they release a second season. But I still enjoyed it nonetheless. And then after that, I went with my dad and Ceci and Brenda to go eat, get some taquitos. And we went to go try this new local ice cream shop, and then afterwards we watched the new Puss in Boots movie, which was really good. I love Puss in Boots. I love that gato. And also Perrito, if you've seen it. So cute. I enjoyed that. It was just a very, very nice Saturday. And I'm gonna go to a Pilates class today, which I'm so excited about. A double workout day. I think yes.
Make sure you're breathing.
Okay, so I just finished with Pilates and I'm gonna go walk over to El Cafecito because that sounds good. And also I'm just gonna walk there so I can get in my steps and do a little extra burn. Pilates wasn't as much of a burn as I thought it was gonna be. This is very much giving, that's very much giving wannabe New York style with my coffee. Just got out of Pilates class. This is fun. Okay, so I'm back in my car and sorry if the sun is like way too in my face. I enjoyed Pilates class. It was all right. The instructor was great. It's just, I think because I'm so used to like strength training or like HIIT workouts and using weights, this was a little less challenging for me, but I do like Pilates for abs. That part, like towards the end, I really enjoyed that. Also, the energy in the room wasn't really as welcoming as the yoga was, so I think I'll probably come here more for yoga related stuff. Also because I do already work out at home, as you guys saw, so I think that's more of what I will do, unless they have some sort of like advanced Pilates or maybe like bar with weights or something. I don't know, I'm gonna look into it, but I do really like the studio and I think I'm gonna be coming back to it. I also wanted to say though, something I learned is try new things. You know, you never know if you're gonna like them or if you're not gonna like them, but even if you don't like them, it's still worth the try. Like, give yourself the grace for going and trying things that you've always wanted to try, and if it turns out that you don't like it just as much as you thought you would, at least you gave yourself that chance to try it, and that's all that matters. You don't have to like everything you think you would like, or you don't have to be good at everything you think you will like before you can go and try it. Just try new things, put yourself out there, and just give it your all. And I think that's another thing that's really helped me to be able to be more present in the moment and make the most of my time is not overthinking too much, not thinking too much about wanting to try things. It's like actually going out and trying those things. If I have to do them myself or if someone wants to do them with me, but at least I'm trying those things and not just keeping myself wondering forever if I would have liked it or not. Perfect! I have an old straw in here. I need this because all the good stuff is on the bottom. And I haven't been able to mix it because they didn't have any straws. Also, it was really fun to walk to get coffee after Pilates. Like, who am I? There we go. That's the cafecito I know and love. Okay, so it is much later. Let me actually bring you guys in a little closer. Don't be shy. Come on closer. It is later, but I wanted to end off this video of moments and days that fuel my soul by adding a couple of more things here to my Crystal's 26 wish list, which if you're new here, you didn't watch when I made this list. It's basically inspired off of the 16 Wishes movie with Debbie Ryan. I was inspired to do this on my 26th birthday, and I want to accomplish all of these things by the time I turn 27, and I have a couple of more things that I want to add on here, which kind of go in with the whole moments that fuel my soul. These things here are just a bunch of fun things that I want to do that will be fueling my soul, and I feel like seeing these written on there makes me feel motivated. Focus. There's no one there, at least I hope. These moments I feel like made me feel motivated. It's kind of like setting goals, but these are more like funsy goals. So far on there I had like, I'll get a pedicure because I've never gotten one before and I already got it. Also, hard shell suitcase, got that. I'm reading my books. Still need to work on some of the other ones, but one thing I want to add on here, which I really hope happens, is I finally want to see Miley Cyrus in concert. So that's something that I feel like will like awaken my soul. That will like speak to my soul. That will like make my soul happy. So hopefully that happens. I have been wanting to go for years, and she's releasing a new album in March. So fingers crossed. There's a tour coming up after that, which most artists do. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. What else did I want to do? It's like that's the only thing I wanted to do. And that's it. I know I said I had a couple of things, but really that was the only thing that I had to add on there. I was like sitting here and like thinking about it, and so far nothing else has really sparked in my mind. I really got to do some digging and figure out what I want to put on that list, because I have not touched it, and November is only 10 months away. So I gotta start thinking about that. Maybe by the next video, actually yes, by the next video, I challenge myself to put something together. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end off the video here. I'm gonna go do my regular little night routine, get myself ready for bed, tidy up my room a bit so that I can have a good little week next week. Also, I feel like Aunt Flo low-key might be right around the corner. Hopefully we can derail her, send her to the neighbor's house or something. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like this weekend was really nice. It was very healing for my mind, for my soul. Like, I feel very refreshed, and I'm ready to go into next week, and I'm ready to take it on with good mindset, positive attitude, and we're just gonna go with the flow. That's the best way to go into the new week. So I hope you guys all have a great week ahead.